welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing some rearranging and decorating around my home. I've been kind of like laying with decor in my mind of how I could change it. I haven't really been liking my entryway, so I've been trying to figure out how I want to change it. And I feel like if you're anything like me, you'll just sit and like look at it or like lay in bed and think about how you can change it, but like you don't ever do anything. Well, a couple of days ago, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try this and see if I like it. And if you've watched my previous videos, I have a window with like 2 shutters with an entryway table right at the beginning of my like entry. And I've been thinking like for like 6 months now that I really wanted to stick my window up above my hutch to just give more height and decorating like that way. So a couple of days ago, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try it and see if I like it up there. And I did, and I've messed with like a few things, but with that, it's caused just rearranging everywhere. So today we're gonna be kind of just straightening up my house and getting it organized and decluttered, like decorational wise, and then we're gonna walk through a couple of different options for what we can do for the entryway. We're just gonna kind of go through all that today, but I did go to Hobby Lobby just to kind of see if there was anything that I could find, and I did find a few things. I just don't know exactly what I want to do yet, so I'm excited to hear your guys' input on what you guys kind of think. I feel like Hobby Lobby has been one of those places lately that's been like hit or miss for me. They've been doing all their changes and I haven't really loved a ton of their decor, so I hadn't been in a while, but I've seen a lot of people posting that they have found things that they really liked. So I was like, I'm gonna go, and they were having their like 75% off clearance that they have like a couple of times a year. So that's actually what I ended up getting all of my stuff from. So we really didn't spend too much money at all, which is always a bonus, but I got like 4 things. So I'll do a little haul of my new stuff, and then we're gonna kind of get into just decorating. So the first thing that I got was this cute little lamp. I liked how it was kind of open on the bottom, but white and bright. This was normally $47.99, and I got it for $11.99, so pretty big discount. And I've been wanting a lamp for either like my shelves to decorate, or even like on top of my hutch, or on like my counter in the kitchen, just to like add a little bit more coziness. And I thought this one was perfect because it's small, it's not too big. They actually had quite a bit of a variety at my Hobby Lobby of big lamps. The next thing that I got was just this little sign, and well, picture sign, whatever you want to call it. It was $4.24, and this was originally $20. I thought this could go like on my hutch or somewhere in my kitchen. So we're gonna kind of play with this, maybe on my entryway table if I keep it. We're gonna kind of just play around today and see where things kind of end up. But I thought for $4.24, I could find somewhere to put this. So Hobby Lobby had quite a bit of a variety of candlesticks, and I almost got another set of them, and I'm kind of like, dang, maybe I should have. But I only had a few places where they could fit because they were really tall, and they were like kind of green, but they had other colors mixed in, but they were textured, and I thought if I spray painted them white, they would have been so pretty. So I might go back and get those, but I really didn't know if I had like a very good spot for them, so I didn't end up getting them. So instead, I did get these like brown gray colored. I've been really loving this kind of gray brown color, and I feel like it matches in really good with my entertainment center. And like our baseboards, you can't really see any of the baseboards right now, but they're like a gray, like a lighter gray, and then like the doors are brown. So I feel like it kind of ties in all of that. And these ones aren't too big, so I can fit these anywhere, and I thought they would just be the perfect little addition. So this smaller one was normally $14.99, and I got it for $3.99. And then this bigger one was $18.99, and I got it for $4.74. So I thought that was a really good deal to get these. I love shopping Hobby Lobby's clearance. I feel like that's where I find a ton of my decorations. So that was my mini haul. That probably was way too long. We're gonna go ahead and kind of play with the decorations. I'm gonna show you like a before of kind of how things are looking. We're gonna kind of clean and dust along the way, see if we can make things a little bit more homey, and kind of walk through maybe some ideas. I feel like this transition of like summer, like no decorations for me is like kind of awkward. And I decorate sometimes for summer, like adding in a little bit more, but really it just kind of is like my everyday decor, which turns into my summer decorations. I would love to have like the patriotic stuff, but I feel like I'm still trying to grow just like my everyday collection. We're gonna get into all the fun decorating. So what I had previously on this hutch was this basket, and I got it on clearance last year for $12.49, and it was normally like 50 bucks. And I love decorating with this. I think it looks really nice on top of the hutch. We'll see if we'll end up using that today. I also had this floral. I had this happy to be home with you sign. I also got this on clearance for $7.49 at normally 30 bucks. So as you can see, I really do like to shop Hobby Lobby's clearance, and I kind of want to switch it up. I don't think I want to add the sign, but I have some lanterns that I'm thinking might look good up above. So I'm gonna go ahead and try those. So I kind of like that that's giving like a little bit of darkness up above with like the white window and the white hutch. Maybe, I feel like the bird cage might be cute. I really want to find a white bird to go in there. I just haven't found one yet, so I'm going to stick with the gold. I don't really love the gold though. I think it needs to be something a little bit bigger. I might find somewhere else to use that bird cage. I think I'll try this lamp, but I think it's gonna be too small for like how big this area is. Add something else to it maybe. Like, I really want to use this, but I also want to try to do something different.
It's not working. It's not working.
It doesn't really fit.
I'm feeling this. That was a queen.
So I think I'm going to try to use this, and I'm just gonna try to, I have like the wreath that was on that window, and maybe I can try to use it somehow up here without actually like hanging it directly in the middle, but like having it maybe in here or something. We'll see. I'm gonna try to use this towel to kind of prop it up because I feel like it doesn't sit high enough.
I'm cleaning your heat because it's dirty. I'm cleaning it.
I kind of want to do the bottom of this hutch later. Here's a little after of how the top of the hutch is looking. We will tackle the bottom section later. I'm liking how like the actual shelving where like the doors are is looking now, so I went ahead and left that. Now we're going to move on into this table under our TV, and I wanted to try to use that home sign there, and I played with a few different ideas, and I really love the way that it ended up turning out. could use this. Maybe I should take this off. Okay, so we'll take this Miller sign away for just a minute. Whoa. And I still need to wipe the counters. I will do that in just a minute when I'm tackling the dishes and everything. I just kind of want to like focus on the decorating right now. Stay. Is that centered? I don't really know. I don't know. Do you guys like that? I almost feel like I like the darker sign more. Let's put this back and see. Okay, I think I'm liking this better. I don't know if it's just like the darkness of it or what, but I'll probably try to use this sign in the hutch somewhere, or maybe in this corner. Now that I have that section done, I'm going ahead and moving on to this corner area. And this first setup, I actually did like the way it turned out. And now looking back, I've thought about maybe going back to this little setup, but I ended up adding in a lamp for one of my trial like decorating, and then a bird cage, and I ultimately decided on with the lamp. The only thing is all of the cords is kind of driving me crazy, so I'm still trying to decide exactly how I want to do that, but we'll kind of see. I am liking the way the bottom of the hutch looks, and I did use that sign, so I'm trying to decide if I want to take away that sign or just try to find something different. So I'll keep messing with it and kind of figure out exactly how I want to do it, but definitely let me know which way you liked better. But I'm going to go ahead and play with things underneath the hutch, and I actually really enjoy the way the bottom of this hutch turned out today. So this is how these shelves are looking. I did just kind of leave everything the same and just like moved things in different orders just to give some variety. But I was really hoping that lamp was gonna fit on there. I'm thinking I might try to rearrange and put the bird cage on here. So I'll probably do that and see if I can come up with something, because I've just kind of been thinking about how I really like the lamp over in that corner. I didn't show it, but I did do some rearranging of kind of how things finalized and turned out. I will show at the very end some afters of how things are looking, but now we're going to go ahead and getting to just tidying up the living room. It really wasn't too messy. I just did a quick tidy up where I already had dusted and vacuumed, and then we're going to move on into the table area, and I just kind of used my extra decor. I did have more decor that was in Waverly's room, but I didn't get any of it out, so I just kind of used what I had out still and did just like a makeshift it works situation for now. I always feel like I have a hard time decorating like tables and things like that. I don't know why, I just kind of struggle with it. So I just kind of did
whatever on this for now, and I'm still trying to decide what exactly I want to do. But once we get done with this, we're going to go ahead and just get the kitchen tidied up. We're going to just get some cleaning motivation. So if you need to clean, go ahead and clean along with me. We're going to tackle the floors. I'll show you some afters, and then we will move on into what else we're going to be doing. We are just going to finish these dishes, loading all of these up into the dishwasher. Once we get that done, I'm going to go ahead and vacuum the floors, and then that's going to be it for the cleaning motivation. And then I'm going to be going over kind of future ideas for how I can kind of change up our entryway. So you'll have to let me know what idea you kind of think will be the best. Keep in mind, we might be moving before the baby gets here. If you didn't know, I am currently basically 27 weeks pregnant the day that you're seeing this, and then so we might be here when the baby gets here, or we might be moving and we have a really small house. So I'm trying to come up with ideas where it can be functional. I really want to keep our hutch. I'm not opposed to getting rid of our shelves though, to kind of make room, whether that is to put like Waverly's toys out there or whatever we need to do. So just kind of let me know what you guys think down below, but we're gonna go ahead and get these floors all nice and cleaned. Okay, so for this entryway, imagine that I normally have that window up here with the wreath. This I just set there for now. So here's my couple of options for this space. I need to take down the shutters. I don't think I want to leave these here. I'm thinking I might try to maybe move them by like the welcome sign, maybe add like one of them there, or I might just kind of play around with it, keep them for a different space in our home. But I'm thinking I could either, one, leave this table and get a
mirror for this area and redecorate the whole bottom area. Or I could maybe get an entryway table that's a little bit taller, or like find something that has like more functional storage, because we're always looking for functional storage. So maybe have something that like has some drawers to kind of help with the storage around here, especially with a little baby coming. So I could do that, and that could almost act as the new baby's dresser if we were still living here. Or like, and then add like the mirror and decorate it still on top. Or I'm thinking I could move the hutch over here. I just don't know if I'll really like that big of a thing right here in front. But then in that space, I could add like a dresser and decorate that area with like a mirror or shelving or something like that. So those are kind of two ideas of what I've been kind of thinking. I'm kind of leaning towards leaving the hutch there. I like how it's kind of pushed away. It's not really in the way at all. And I'm thinking like a dresser could look like, not a big dresser by any means, but kind of just like a small one, just to fit some of baby boy's clothes. Or the third option, which is like what I'm most leaning towards, is getting a bench for this space and then getting like a shelf with hooks, so it'll be kind of functional, because then we can sit down, put on our shoes, and then we can just add some baskets or keep this underneath the bench like our little shoe area, but then have a place to sit. I can still decorate the chair with like pillows and a throw blanket, but then have like the shelf and be able to add a few things on top, like signs or whatever, and then just have like hooks to maybe add like our diaper bag or whatever. So that's kind of where I'm at. Let me know the best options. I think the candlesticks have got to go. I'm not loving them in this space, but that's what I'm kind of thinking for there. And then I was even thinking like where that welcome sign is too, I could also add, since we already have that like small bench area, I could get like a long, taller dresser, like not very wide, but just kind of that width, and be able to decorate there. But also that could be a space for baby boy's clothes as well. I'm really just hoping that we're not going to be living here, but it's just going to kind of be up in the air for a little bit.
So you'll have to let me know what kind of option you think would be best. I'm leaning towards adding like a dresser there, kind of acting as how I have the entryway table now, but then I'm able to add functional storage for our family, but also I can continue to decorate it. Or I'm leaning towards the bench, just because it would be nice to have like a little area where we can put shoes on. So you'll have to let me know, but here are the afters of how everything turned out today after decorating. You'll have to let me know if you like this style of video. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more decorating, mom life, cleaning motivation, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my very next video. Bye!